Hello and welcome back to Matt Hayes' Tottenham blog and to today's lineup reaction for Tottenham's Champions League fixture against Olympiacos. There's only one change from the team that played against West Ham on Saturday, and that change is an enforced one. We heard in the team news announcement earlier this morning that Ben Davies suffered an ankle injury in that game against West Ham, and we knew he was going to be unavailable for this one. And it is unsurprisingly Danny Rose who is stepping in his place. So running through the team in full, we've Paulo Gazzaniga in goal. He had a relatively tough game against West Ham. He didn't have much to do in that first half, and after West Ham's late kind of onslaught, he did struggle to keep out the two goals they scored. But unsurprisingly, he maintains his place. Both Hugo Lloris and Michel Vorm, of course, still out injured. It is a back four of Serge Aurier on the right, Alderweireld and Sanchez in the middle with Danny Rose on the left. Now that interesting tactic that Mourinho used against West Ham with regards to the three at the back with Davies stepping into a left centre-back role and Alderweireld really pushing on. It'll be interesting to see if he does use that again today, because Ben Davies has been known to play in that left centre-back role in the past, whereas Danny Rose is much more of an attacking player, and with him on the pitch it may be better to just utilise him going forward. Now with the two in midfield, it is Eric Dier and Harry Winks. We could potentially see what we saw in that last year at White Hart Lane, when it was actually Eric Dier dropping in between the two centre-backs to make it a three at the back. Now of course he mightn't go with that at all. It might just be the kind of traditional four at the back that we'll see with the attacking fullbacks. But speaking about his selection against West Ham, he said he wanted the two players in the midfield. He wanted one to be positional and one to be someone who could distribute passes across the field. And of course, you'd imagine Eric Dier is that positional player and Winks is the passing player. So if he was going to have to use that three at the back, he might prefer to have Eric Dier just sitting in the middle of the park. So it'll be extremely interesting to see where he goes with that one. Then it is the same front four as we saw against West Ham: Alli, Lucas Moura and Heung-min Son behind Harry Kane. Very, very unsurprising that those four have kept their place in the team. Alli, one of the best performances we saw from him in quite a long time. Lucas Moura finally earning a start this season. And he had a few poor moments, but of course he got a goal. And he's always a really good player to have on the pitch with his pace and his creativity. Heung-min Son, one of the best players in our team without doubt. He was one of the best, possibly the best player we've had over the last year or two. And the clinical striker that is Harry Kane, of course, up front, captaining the team again in the absence of Hugo Lloris. Running through the bench, it is the young goalkeeper Brandon Austin. We've Jan Vertonghen, Ryan Sessegnon, Moussa Sissoko, Tanguy Ndombele returning from his injury, Christian Eriksen and Giovanni Lo Celso. So again, an incredibly strong bench there. It really, as these injuries are starting to kind of fade away, we're really showing our strength in depth. And you'd hope that we wouldn't need players from our bench to affect this game, but if they are needed, they're certainly there in numbers and in strength to change this game if we do need that. So don't forget to leave down in the comments below your opinions on this starting lineup, and put your predictions for the game as well. Hopefully Tottenham can go on and get the win and qualify for the last 16 of the Champions League again. Thanks for watching.